What's going on, Bingers? Binge Pulse here, back again with another video. This one's going to be doing my Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 13 review, What We've Become. Now, if you guys don't know already, spoilers, so don't watch this review until you've seen the episode. But this is actually Michonne's final episode, and the last thing that we've seen of Michonne was, I believe, it was in Episode 8. She bumps into a character named Virgil, and he basically promises weapons over on a remote island that he's currently on. Community, it's got all these weapons. It's kind of like actually a rehash of season 7, as far as like retrieving weapons from like the garbage people and whatnot. But um, I'm gonna go ahead and say it up front, guys. I wasn't really a fan of this episode. I did a prediction video a couple days back, and I had said I wasn't really a fan of the promos or anything. And to me, it was. I feel like it was rushed, honestly. I understand as far as production, Denai Guerrero was only signed on to be in a few episodes. That was based on her contract. Um, they handled it the best way they could, but in my opinion, this was a very poor send off to her character. For one, Virgil was not a character that I was really interested in. I feel like he was actually kind of he's basically a rehash of Morgan, honestly. The whole clear is actually, in the beginning of the episode, he had said clear quite a few times. It was kind of ironic, but I wasn't really. To me, it was just like the episode just kind of, um, it just dragged on. As far as Michonne, I mean, she was trapped inside that room, which that was honestly my favorite part. Not the rehash scenes. To me, that was my least favorite part. I honestly, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, and that's fine. That's what this is all about. Um, eh, that's not what I wanted to see. I hate movies and shows that do stuff like that. They just do like they like grab like stock footage and then they'll alter it and whatnot. As far as Michonne's character, I don't really see why that she had that in her mind that she was a bad guy, and I feel like that's what they were trying to interpret in the episode. Yeah, I get it at first. Way back in season 3, she came off kind of like a more aggressive type character, but she's overcame that. I mean, yeah, I mean, she's had her faults as far as being a leader, but in my mind, like just the hallucination stuff I just didn't buy it, honestly. Um, as far as, um, Virgil, he was kind of going back and forth between, you know, it was like he was, I don't know, he'd imprison her and then she'd get out, and then it was like she was gonna kill him, but then she decided she didn't want to kill him. And to me, it was just poor writing, honestly. And don't get me wrong, Denai Guerrero did an excellent job, but I just feel like, honestly, I feel like Angela Kang took this episode off, and like Scott Gimple took over again. Because that's what it kind of felt like. It felt like the Gimple era, where it was just it was just a lot of talking, a lot of just kind of that downtime, boohoo type stuff. And another thing I want to mention, Virgil didn't do anything as far as like defend himself with zombies. I think he killed like one zombie or walker, but okay, this has been over what, 7, 8 years in the apocalypse. I mean, we did the 6 year time jump, add in the other 2 years from the rest of the show, and you're telling me this guy can't defend himself? He's relying on Michonne with a sword to do everything. I'm not buying it. Even if you live on an island, like the fact that he got off the island to search for somebody, you got to have some kind of skill, and I'm just not buying that. And if you think otherwise, please, let me know. Comment down below. I really wanted to, see if I'm the only one that thinks that way. But and the as far as the reveal, Michonne found Rick's boots, which although it was cool seeing, that she finds out that Rick's alive, in my opinion, I don't like those convenience stuff that they add into the show. The fact that you gotta understand, she's in a room that's pitch black. She's got all she's got is a little flashlight. She's looking around, for stuff. And it's almost like I feel like she's intentionally like looking for stuff for Rick. Like I feel like she knows that Rick's stuff is in there and she's just walking around looking for it. Because then as soon as she flashes to it, she looks and she's like, that's Rick's boots. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm not buying it. You know how many boots are out there in this world? And she's going to look at those and be like, those are Rick's boots. That's like a family member of mine seeing like shoes that I wore and they, were looking for me and they found those shoes. Yeah, they'd get excited, but it's like, how would you know those are my shoes? And then just, they go onto the ship and then they find that drawing on the iPhone. It looked like someone drew Elmer's glue on Michonne and Judith's, I guess their figure or whatever. But it's cool seeing Rick nostalgia, but at the same time, I just feel like they could have done other things to make it both fan servicey, which at the end of the day, that's what I feel like this episode was all about, was just fan service. But also they could have implemented things. Maybe back in season 9, I feel like they could have threw something like a location or whatnot that I don't know. Even like clothing, someone like one of the army or whatever that, where Rick's at right now, they left like an article of clothing or, maybe a character's wearing it and then, a Virgil, an updated Virgil finds that character wearing that article of clothing saying, hey, where'd you get that? Something like that. But it was just convenience. Like, and then the worst part was he didn't even know Rick. At that point, I'm like, okay, this is just freaking retarded. At least if all this took place, he should have been like, oh yeah, I know this guy. It just, and now it's a matter of, Virgil stayed on the island. In case you want to know this stuff, I really don't care. I hope we never see that character again. If we do, I hope it's like I do. I hope Beta like finds him and just like turns him into a zombie. I think that'd be the best service, I guess, if you want to call this fan service. But so anyways, at the very end, Michonne basically like does like a full circle going back to like killing like or chopping up the zombie mouths and the arms and crap and chaining them up. She does that again, but then she finds 2 new characters and then just kills those zombies again and thinks, oh, okay, it's like a New Hope type thing. And then you find like from a distance, there's like millions of people, not millions, I'm sorry, hundreds of people. And at first glance, it looks like a bunch of zombies. Like, I feel like you'd have to like, there's probably half the viewers right now think that those are like zombies. They probably think they're like the Whisperers. Because it's very misleading, It's one of those you got to like go back, and be like, wait, are those people? It just, I don't know, guys. One of my favorite episode. You tell me what you guys think. I'm gonna give this one a 2 out of 5. Honestly, rest in peace, Michonne. On the show. I hope Denai Guerrero joins the Rick movies and does more of the character justice, because I just didn't like how this one ended. I'm sorry. Just, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to make a prediction video. Stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe. Until next time, guys, keep on binging.